Start our mobility with some back stretches first. So we're going down onto the mat. We want that body weight over the shoulders here, so a nice straight line from your shoulder down to your wrist. We want the knees hip distance apart, or just enough for your fist. We want those two toes in the mat at the back here. So we're going to start with the lower back. We're going to push that belly down towards the mat and pull the head back. And then we're going to tuck in that pelvis, draw in the belly button and curl right up to get the upper back. Pushing down again for a lower back. And then up. All the while we're inhale, exhale here. So try not to hold the breath. Don't get too wrapped up in the breath either. We just want to breathe. That's the main thing. We don't want to hold the breath. So nice inhale, exhale. We're working up and down the spine here to get that full back stretch in. We're going to do 4 more like that. 3 more. And just 1 more like that. Good, we're going to go and flatten out the feet and put back on the heels here and extend those arms right out in front. So we try and get back on the heels as much as we can and extend the arms out here for a nice stretch on the shoulder and back. Lengthen out as far as you can, reach and stretch. Good, and from here then we're going to walk those hands to one side, so we're staying as low as we can on the mat and we're just simply walking them to one side. So you're getting a stretch up the side of the body here. A nice inhale and exhale. And then we're going over to the other side. So walking as far over as you can and get that nice stretch here and on the side of the body and a little bit on the upper back there. Inhale, exhale and take it to the center again and just have that stretch again there, center. We're going to take the body back up onto the hands and knees here. We're going to have a little stretch out here, lengthening the leg and opposite arm. We're going to take it down and we're going to change sides. We want to reach as far as we can here. Head is up, so eye level is towards that hand as we're reaching. Think about lengthening your leg as far as you can, and we're lengthening the arm as far as we can as well. Core is kept in nice and tight here, and a little squeeze of the glutes as we lengthen that leg out. Inhale, exhale. A nice control as we transition from one side to the other. We're going to do 4 more. 3. 2. And 1 more here. And then we'll take it back on the heels there for a little stretch again and lengthen out here with the arms. We take it back up onto the hands and knees here. We're going to just stretch out the upper body a little bit on the shoulders. So a little cup on the ear with the hand. We're going to bring it down towards the wrist on the opposite side. And then we're opening up the chest there. So down towards the wrist, open up the chest. Inhale, exhale. Two more on this side. 1 more. Good, and then reset yourself. So we're back onto the hands and knees. You want to keep this part of the body up, so don't be leaning back with it. Opposite side, elbow comes down to the wrist. We add that rotation. Inhale, exhale. Good, we want 4 more of these. 3. And I'm going to take 1 more here. And then we're going back into the center here. We'll take another little stretch in between. This is a nice resting pose and just a quick stretch. And then we come back up onto the hands and knees. We're going to stretch this shoulder out a little bit, so we're going to take that arm underneath and just get that shoulder down onto the mat and just hold that position there. And then we'll take it back up and we'll go to the other side. So we want to feed that arm through and try and get the shoulder right down onto the mat. Take a nice inhale, exhale, and then take it back up. So hands and knees again on the mat. We're going to stretch out the hips a little bit here. So we're going to take one leg to the front here. Our elbow is on the inside of the leg. And I'm just gently pushing that knee out for a little rotation of the hip joint there. And then I change direction, so I'm coming the other way. So elbows on the inside here. Little nudge and rotation of the hips. We're going back into the center here now, and we're going to come up on that leg at the back. We're going to take that elbow into the inside of the knee again, and we're going to open out towards the knee then. So an inhale here, and an exhale. The aim is to try and get that elbow down as far as you can towards the mat, and then extend up. It doesn't have to go all the way down, depending on your level of mobility. Good, we're going to do one more here, and a little hold there as you extend up. We're going to take that knee down at the back. We're going to push into this foot at the front, and we're going to extend up for the hip flexors here, tucking in that pelvis, getting a stretch down the front of the leg, and then we'll add a little tilt towards the knee here, so getting a stretch on the hip on the other side. We come back into the center, we'll take that leg back, we'll work on the other side. So opposite leg to the front again. Elbow on the inside, a little rotation in the hip joint here, nudging that knee out a little bit with the elbow in a circular motion, and then changing direction. So coming in the other way. And then we come up on that leg at the back, and we start that rotation towards the knee. So elbow comes down here, and we extend. Now if you're struggling with this position, you can take that knee down at the back, and there's your modification. If you can, come up off the knee. I'm going to do one more here. Little hold there, extend it out. And then let's take that knee down at the back, and we're going to push through the foot at the front. And again, we extend up here. Nice little tilt of the pelvis here. When we tilt the pelvis, we get that stretch down the front. There at the hip flexors, that's what we want. And then a little tilt over towards the knee. Good, we're going to take it back onto the mat now with legs out to the front. So we're going to be sitting nice and flat on that mat. We're going to take a little stretch here for the back and the hamstrings as well. So we're going to take a nice little inhale as we lengthen up. So we're going to reach up and then exhale down towards the feet and a little roll back. So inhale, we lengthen. Exhale, we reach. So as we're here, we want to lengthen as far as we can, and then we can reach. We want to do two more like that. And then one more. And you're going to hold wherever you get that stretch. So lengthen right out, hold that stretch. And then roll the body back up. I'm going to take a little rotation here. So we'll bring the arms out in line with the shoulders, sitting up nice and straight. We'll add a little rotation, and then we reach to the outside of that ankle. We come back into the center. We rotate and we reach. So think about reaching both sides. So we're lengthening those arms towards the back and the front here. So we're opening out there. We reset each time. We're going to do 4 more. 4, 3, good, 2 more, and 1 more, and then take that stretch up again, exhale down, From here, we're going to slightly bend the knees here. Arms are out in front. We're going to just do a little roll down and then up. So it's a little bit of movement here, warming up your abdominals a little bit, and just for a little stretch on the back as well before we go down onto the mat. So we're going to do 3 more like that. 2. 1 more. A little lengthening out here. And then from here, we're going to roll the body all the way down onto that mat. And a full body stretch. So we lengthen right out here. You're going to bring those arms out to the side and then back up. So just a little bit of movement for the upper body. A nice inhale, exhale. Circular motions here for the shoulders. And then we change direction. So come in the way. And then we alternate. So we're going to bring one by our side and one overhead. What we want to do here is make sure bicep stays nice and close to the body. So we're extending straight up here. I'm also reaching as far as I can when the arm is going down as well. So we'll do 4, 3, 2, 1, and then relax. Bring your arms down by your sides. So we're going to bend our knees here, feet are nice and flat on the mat. We want to tuck in that pelvis a little bit and push down those ribs. You want to get a nice back connection here on the mat. I'm going to bring my fingertips just in behind the ears here, and I'm going to lift up the chest slightly. And we're just going to do a little leg stretch. So nice lengthening up and down here. So a nice bit of tension in that leg. We're extending up. Give a little bit of an ab warm up here as well. A little more about a stretch on that leg. Now head can stay on the mat for this one as well. We're going to do 3, 2, 1, and then relax. We'll take up the other side, nice long leg. Think about reaching as far as you can with that leg. Nice inhale, exhale as we lengthen up. If you're lifting the head up, keep elbows nice and wide and don't cradle the head. So elbows are wide. We're going to do 4, 3, 2, 1, and then we'll take it down. We're going to take those knees into the chest and just a little rock here side to side for your lower back. So just a gentle rock side to side. And then we're going to take them into what we call tabletop position, which is in line with your hips here. And we're going to bring the arms out in line with your shoulders. We're just going to do a nice little rock side to side. We're not dropping them down fully yet. So you may feel a little bit of abdominal work here. And then we'll drop them down. So we're going to bring those all the way down to the side. A nice little squeeze the abdominals as we lift them up. And then the other side. And then squeeze. And the other side. Squeeze. Want to keep the back of the head nice and flat on the mat here so that we're not sticking that chin up. We want the back of the head nice and flat. We're going to do 1 more either side. And then we're going to hold to that side. So as we drop them to the side, I want you to lengthen through this arm as far as you can. Keeping that shoulder blade on the mat, and get a nice stretch here along the side of the body. We're going to inhale, exhale, lift up those knees, drop them to the other side, and do the same thing this side. So shoulder blades are on that mat. A nice little twist to the upper body. And then relax. We're going to take those knees back into the center. Feet are nice and flat on the mat. I'm going to take one knee into the chest here. Pulling it in. Shoulders are back and down. And I'm going to take that head up. Now you have the option here. You can leave the head on the mat if there's pressure on the back or neck. Otherwise we take it up. We're going to lengthen the other leg out. We're doing a nice little leg stretch. So we're pulling that knee into the chest. A nice inhale, exhale. We're keeping the upper body still, so we're not twisting with this. We're just lengthening that leg out. We're going to do 8, 7, 6, 5, 3, 2, 1. And then we relax, take the head down. You can have a little rock out here for the lower back if you need it. And we're going to do double leg stretch. So again, we lift that head up, tuck it in again. Any pressure on the back or the neck, you can leave the head here. Otherwise, we take it here, nice extension. Pull it in here at the ankles for 8, 7, 3 more here. 2, 1. And then take that head down and a little roll out here. So we want to do straight leg stretch for our hamstrings. So nice and long legs here. Again, we're reaching up. Option is to leave the head on the mat as well. Nice straight leg. We're taking 2 breaths here. And then we lengthen with the other leg. 2 breaths as we reach up there. Good, we'll do 1 more either side. Good, and then take that head down again. And a little roll out here. Just dropping those feet to the mat. We'll just do a little rotation of the neck. So I'm just turning my head from side to side. Just a small rotation, side to side here. Good, and then I'm taking those knees into the chest again. Now you can roll to the side here to get up, or you can simply roll up onto your mat. I'm going to do a little cross of the legs, pulling those shoulders back and down, away from the ears. And again, just a little rotation for the neck here. So as I'm turning here, I'm looking over the shoulder as far as I can. Do 4. And then I'm going to hold on this side as I'm looking over that shoulder, and I'm going to add a nice rotation here for the upper body. And just as far as I can. We want to be sitting up straight as well, so don't push the body back. And then we'll do the same on the other side. And hold. We're going to take it back into the center, take a nice inhale as we lengthen up. Exhale, I'm going to bring those arms around the back as I come back, and I'm going to open up the chest. So just bringing that head back, opening out that chest. And then as I come in, tucking in the head at the chin, and then extend forward in a nice stretch there. Inhale, exhale, I lengthen up, and then down with the arms. And I take a nice inhale, exhale, a little side rotation on this one, holding it there, and the same on the other side, and hold, and then back into the center, and one more inhale, right up, and then exhale. And that should be enough for your short mobility.